people they've already given approval to have a demonstration. Now notice, that many people didn't even come out for Tommy. Okay? That many people are coming out. Why? Because of Khan and the Muslims. Every Muslim in London is coming out and already has a permit. And they'll probably be doing their prayers too if it happens at prayer time. But the point is they have no freedom of speech. They don't riot about anything. They don't demonstrate about anything until Tommy came up. And now they're going to demonstrate about probably doing that especially the Soros payoffs. This is a But the point is nothing more than the manipulation of people who don't even get news anymore. You can't even say something bad about someone who's Muslim without yourself being locked up. Not the Muslim who might be committing the crime. I'm not exaggerating. We put it on Truth News headlines before again and again and again. So he meets with the Queen at Windsor, and Mr. Trump, sir, don't take anything the Queen offers you, even if she offers you tea yourself. They intend to poison you, as they poison everyone. They will gas you if they can. Do not let them know where you're spending your last night. We know where you are, and we're not going to reveal it, and we're not going to talk about that because we have a sense of what you might be doing, which if you do it,
well, let's just
is wonderful, and it's heroic, and it's wonderful. We can't give you enough praise for what you do, Mr. President. But in Windsor Castle, don't be in any room alone, and don't take any food they offer you.
They're
nothing
desperate.
to drink.
They are very desperate at this point.
It's come to the Queen. It has come to the Queen to do him in. Remember when she said she wouldn't meet with you under any circumstances? She wouldn't let you in the country. Remember when the Parliament voted to not let you in the country? Why are they letting you in the country? To do you in.
Okay,
now,
I hope you heard that.
Then you're going to meet with Theresa May. Out of the country.
I thought he was meeting with May first.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Because then he meets with Theresa May. Well, it doesn't matter. I don't know. Could I have it wrong? He meets with Theresa May at one point, and then he meets with the Queen, and then he has another meeting with Theresa May, while Theresa May's husband, Philip, gets to spend all of his time with Melania showing her the country.
Wow, that's a great job for him. It pays off to be the first man.
It's just like when the Kennedys went there. It's blowing their minds. They don't know how to handle American royalty, you see, and this is a dynasty.
Okay, let's go back to the Queen.
Okay,
don't drink the tea.
Don't drink the tea.
Don't shake her hand.
Don't
bow to her.
Don't let anyone.
In fact, she needs to bow to you.
Correct. Don't bow to any of them, and be very, very, very careful, Mr. President. You are a lovely, wonderful, kind man. I am an evil, vile. I've been accused of everything, and who knows if it's true or not. But I'll tell you what. When someone tries to shake your hand who isn't supposed to, do not shake their hand, especially if they seem to be security. If for any reason a British security person tries to shake your hand, don't. I recommend that you don't shake anybody's hand. And I recommend you don't let anybody touch you. And I also recommend that you don't eat or drink anything that didn't come out of your security service.
Okay. Well, let's not frighten anybody. Let's go on to the next.
We have to frighten him. They've tried to kill him over and over and over again. The assassination attempts we've posted so that people can believe what it is we say. We don't say anything without already giving you the evidence that comes from multiple sources that have been verified. So what we're saying now is speculation, but it's speculation which is simply logical. Now, when you meet with Theresa May in her little country estate,
who's going to be there with Theresa May?
Nobody. When the two of them meet, she will be on her knees licking his shoes, begging him to save her. And why is it all exploding? Because he's coming there. He's threatening NATO. He's threatening their entire budget. That's the reason these people are leaving. They're being caught not only with their pants down for pedophilia in many cases, but also for associating with criminals. This Spygate came out of the very people that he is going to go see. Now, Theresa May is going to have a black tie only meeting. Now, don't you think that if you had the President of the United States for the second time, I believe, I don't remember, but let's just say it's a big deal. The President comes there, and shouldn't they have a state dinner? Shouldn't Lizzie get off her rear and do something nice, saying that they steal so much money from us, that they're so friggin' wealthy that her golden shares make her the richest person maybe on the earth, and she can't provide dinner? Trump eats McDonald's, for God's sake. You could just get him a Big Mac, okay, Lizzie? Oh, no, you're not going to give him a state dinner. No. Now, folks, hang on to your hat, because what I'm about to tell you is speculation, and we'll have to see afterwards whether what we're saying is true. Speculation alert. Beep, 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 orange alert.
What?
Okay.
Spill it.
Theresa May is having a meet with 100 business people. We predict that 100% of those business people will be members of the Queen's Privy Council. Now, why would she be having them meet with members of the Privy Council? And why would she be limiting it to 100? Why wouldn't there be a state dinner? Why would she be throwing the dinner? Very, very good reasons. Everything I just told you. Those people are going to be sucking up to Trump saying, please, Mr. Trump, do not stop the Crown agents.
I can speed this up.
Please, Mr. Trump, do not throw out Serco. Please, Mr. Trump, do not stop OPEC. Please, Mr. Trump, do not stop USAID. Please, Mr. Trump, do not bust us for NATO. Please, Mr. Every one of those 100 people at that black tie event that Theresa May is, they are not the people who should be there. They're all Privy Council members. Every one of them, we predict this. 597 Privy Council members, you can bet your bottom dollar that 100% of these business people will be Privy Council members who are all begging to keep their power and their money and trying to sway him. Here's what happened when Trump got elected. Crazy Soros lost $1 billion that day because he was certain he had spent $2 billion to get Hillary elected that people don't even know about. He lost $1 billion the next day. He was planning to make back some of that money because he was planning for the market to crash. So he put $1 billion up, planning to make much more than that, and he lost $1 billion. Okay, well that's what happened with all these people. And then the Bilderberger got together, the Trilaterals got together, the Council on Foreign Relations got together, all the big quantum funds and hedge funds people got together, the derivative people got together, the intercontinental exchange people got together, all of them, and they said, we're screwed. Trump is going to destroy all of us. He really will destroy all of us. And for you, Matt, the second that it looked like he was going to get
the sounded interesting, I thought, hey,
they started thinking, and when he got it, even before the election, they were meeting in desperation in unscheduled meetings like they never have before. And now, guess what? Bilderberger says they're never going to meet again. And on the last meeting, the head of the Vatican Bank showed up for the first time ever to see what pieces he could pick up, because that's what the Vatican
Where did
Bank
you get
does.
that information that Bilderberger isn't meeting again?
They said it at their last meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, my
They
goodness.
said there's no reason to meet. Trump has destroyed their rat lines.
Yeah, that's great. And he's destroying even more.
Have you seen any major
No.
Knights of Malta meetings?
No.
So he goes to the meeting with the 100 black-eyed people, right?
Mhm.
And they all beg him. And then he goes to this secret meeting, which we're not going to say what it is.
Yes.
But if we are right, I should write it down and put it in an envelope with a date on it so that we can prove
We
it.
can't. This is too big, and
Yes,
we can't do that.
And then after they all suck up to him, he's going to meet with Putin, his buddy, in Helsinki. And you want to know what's going to happen then? He's going to say, Vladimir, my friend, if you want to open...
Was he going to have that accent?
Yes. He's going to be speaking with a New
Please.
York accent.
Okay, well, that was
This is
a
gonna
New
be
York
the deal.
accent.
That was a New York accent,
You should
okay.
just stick with being an
Okay.
Ozark man.
Insert New York accent.
Okay.
Vladimir, my friend, I will open up the Nordic pipelines for you and stop Obama's stupid sanctions if you will simply do this little favor for me. And I don't know what that favor will be because Trump's too smart. It's going to be an economic favor. But then Vladimir will say, well, Mr. Trump, excuse me, he'll say, I don't have a very good Russian accent.
Don't even go there.
Donald, he'll say, you're breaking my back with allowing the Obama sanctions to go on. And he goes, yeah, I know. I have to, Vladimir, because Obama put them on you to make it look like you interfered in the election. That's why every time we get together, you never stop asking for the evidence for meddling. There is none. You know that. They're trying to go after your caterer, the chef from Concord Catering, for God's sake, saying he meddled in the election. And then they're going to laugh so hard that if Trump drank vodka, he'd have one, because Vladimir's going to have a vodka to come back on track with that one. Because there was, the Russians meddle all the time, everywhere, a little bit. So what?
Okay,
That's
so
not what they're
let's
about.
keep going here.
It's stupid. We meddled in our own election with our own tax dollars.
Right, we know it's the
Obama did it.
look. We know that it is the Privy Council and the Queen that meddled in our election.
So he's going to say, look, I'm sorry, but here's, don't you get what's going on? And Vlad goes, what? He goes, I'm doing you a New York deal. And he goes, what are you talking about? He goes, the sanctions I put on you? He goes, yeah, all those other ones? Yeah, those weren't my friends. You can put those on. He goes, I know. And the ones that Obama put on you? He goes, yeah, I hate Obama. Those were my friends. He just put them on because they're my friends. He goes, nobody's going to know. I'm dropping those sanctions and I'm leaving the other sanctions on. Everything's going to be fine. I'm going to let the Nordic pipeline go through, and I'm going to let Nord 2 go through.
Yeah.
And you're going to be rich, and you're going to say to Ukraine, go jump in the lake. You and Hunter Biden can have, and they cut out Exxon and Chevron. They cut out everybody so that the Bidens and the Kerrys, the Heinzes, could get their oil, the liquid gas and the gas there. And then they were going to charge, as they did, a huge tax for Russia to bring the oil and the liquid gas out of Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, and the oil out of Kazakhstan, and bring it because it comes to Russia and then it goes to Ukraine. So Ukraine was putting a huge tax on it and stealing it. They were stealing it like crazy.
Wait a minute, though, Thomas. He's taking Russia and he's squeezing it one way, and he's taking the UK, he's squeezing the other.
Correct.
And who is in the middle?
Merkel. Soros.
Yeah.
He's going to pop his head right off.
Love it.
And then he's going to say the following. He's going to say, Look, I can tell you this, Vlad, because I know I can trust you. Because I know that I can trust you to be the mafia oligarch that you are. And whatever I say that attempts to hurt you or show you that I'm bigger than you, you have to then immediately come back and say you're going to hurt us and you're bigger than us. Okay, we got that. And you're always going to say you're not going to be our ambassador. But look, I know what's going on. I have great intelligence. I listen to American intelligence media. And I know that the French and the British built a pipeline going north out of Iran, and they intend to screw the rest of Europe, and they're screwing even Ukraine. They don't know it, and they're screwing you. That's the reason they got the sanctions put on you. That's the reason that the Crimea happened, and that's the reason Ukraine happened to you. Okay? And Vlad's going to go, holy cow, how did you know this? This is true. And I know you went in, Vlad, with China, and you sold them huge amounts of your missiles. And this is all well and good, but now they ended up in Syria. And those were the missiles used to launch against Israel. And they ended up in Yemen. So you got to stop that. So I'm going to tell you to stop that. I'm going to tell you can stay in Syria, but you got to get all Iranian Revolutionary Guard out immediately. And you have to clear the border, the Golan Heights. And I'm going to give you back part of the Golan Heights if the deal comes through with Israel. So you get this, Vlad, and Vlad's going to go, you are the most brilliant person on the face of the earth. He says, no. That's not the whole deal. He goes, Vlad, between you and I, let's just put it on the table. What's the real issue? Those things I mentioned, yeah, but the real issue is what? The liquid gas between Qatar and Iran that you say to Iran you can pull up for them, and that China says they can pull up and beat Qatar to getting all of that. The second largest liquid gas that has been untapped in the world. That's what most of this is about. That's why they need the pipeline going out of Iran. And that's why Saudi Arabia wants to take over Qatar so that they can then bring it through. So they made an agreement with Qatar. The agreement was, we're going to let you bring the pipeline through Saudi Arabia. That's why Israel is now Saudi Arabia's friend, and they're actually flying their missions in their planes to drop bombs on Yemen. And that's why they're winning the war. There's now an agreement between Israel and Saudi Arabia. Nobody wants to talk about this. And Saudi Arabia is now supporting Israel in the war and actually using certain diplomatic influence in certain places. But the point is, he's going to say to him, Vlad, look, here's what I'm going to do for you. We're going to let you get in on Iran or Saudi Arabia. It doesn't matter, you choose. And we're going to let China have the other one. It doesn't matter. You guys bring up all the oil you want, because you know what? It's a dead industry anyway. We're going to liquid methane and we're going to thorium. I'm sure you know that, Vlad. Top secret between you and I. Now, Vlad, look, we're going to put in both pipelines. He's going to go, oh, Lord. So the war in Syria was for naught. And Trump's going to say, the war in Syria was stupid because you destroyed one of the Jordanian working pipelines, you idiots. And then you massacred the pipelines in the north of the country. But then it is true that America and Russia and Syria never bombed the pipelines. So there's part of them were intact, but then they broke them so that Turkey could steal and the other countries could steal the oil. So they broke apart the pipeline in different places, and that's what was being fought over, is those points that taking Saudi Arabian oil that was supposed to go through. And this is the big issue with Turkey and why Turkey wants to get into the battle. And so he's going to say all this to him. They're going to talk.
No, maybe.
And they're going to say, do you want to end NATO? And he says, I want to join NATO. And he goes, great idea.
Okay, wow. I know we could go on and on about that. That's very intriguing. Again, speculation, but based upon your research. So the next tweet is, I have long heard that the most important decision a U.S. president can make is the selection of a Supreme Court justice. Will be announced tonight at 9 p.m. We discussed that. The next tweet, I have confidence that Kim Jong-un will honor the contract we signed and, even more importantly, our handshake. We agree to the denuclearization of North Korea. China, on the other hand, may be exerting negative pressure on a deal because of our posture on Chinese trade. Hope not.
He knows that it's true. We told you it's true. And we told you every time Kim meets with anyone, he meets with China first. North Korea is nothing more than the megaphone of China. And China is at a war with Taiwan. And soon it will be in a war with us over North Korea if we don't get them out of it. And if the idiots in the Congress don't support Donald Trump as he breaks the back of China over these tariffs.
Okay. The next one, the failing New York Times fake news story today about breastfeeding must be called out. The U.S. strongly supports breastfeeding, but we don't believe women should be denied access to formula. Many women need this option because of malnutrition and poverty.
I've done quite a bit of study on this. I don't want to go into why, but let's just say that what he did was just making sure the formula was made available to people who were malnourished so that they would in fact be nourished themselves also, because the babies aren't nourished if you're not nourished. And so you're also, the other part of this was the food that they were giving them. And you see, they didn't link that. They separated those two stories, the food and the formula. They go together. But if you separate it and then you do what the UN did, then they basically, again, they're making such big mistakes at the UN, they keep making us look bad. And then they try to do what the mainstream media does, pick it apart, look at one piece and say that's bad when they didn't look at the whole thing. No, of course, Trump supports breastfeeding. The research is 100% clear. The longer you breastfeed, the stronger your immune system. Everybody knows that.
Okay, and the final tweet for today. Pfizer and others should be ashamed that they have raised drug prices for no reason. They are merely taking advantage of the poor and others unable to defend themselves, while at the same time giving bargain basement prices to other countries in Europe and elsewhere. We will respond.
The key here is others. By others, he means China and the fentanyl, the opiates that they're making that kill people. Take one pill, it kills you. This is coming across our border. They've now seized at least 3 that I've seen, gigantic amounts of this. In some cases, they tell how many people this fentanyl would kill. These are the opiates that we're in an opiate war against, okay? Question, why would China make such a strong drug except to kill us? This is the payback for their opium wars with Britain. They're trying to kill us. If you do not believe we're in a war with China, think, why would any pharmaceutical company make fentanyl so strong that it kills you when you take a pill? Think of that, folks. It's insane. So we're at a war with China over these drugs coming across the southern border, but we're also at a war with the Clinton Foundation. That's another one of the others. The Clinton Foundation, for instance, let me give you an example. Alexander Downer, the man who started all this nonsense about the dossier, who was the contact, who did reach out to the State Department, Victoria Nuland, and say, oh, did you know that George Papadopoulos knows where the 33,000 missing Hillary emails are? Complete nonsense. Okay, that guy, in his time, working for the Australian government, approved what they say is a much smaller amount, but over a long period of time.
That might have been too loud anyways. I don't know. I don't know. Usually too loud. Probably the whole thing's gonna be yeah, see. Never mind that one. There ought to be something better than that. Oops, no. No, wait. No, back to that. Because that's fucking. Oops. These plugged in. That's my bad. Somebody has them plugged in so I can hear what the heck's going on, you know. The heck's going. Hey, does somebody actually know? Oh, hey, how you doing? All right. Start over. Starting over. I gotta go back for a second and see what it was sounding like. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, all right. What was that? What was that? What was it? Okay. So who else is out there? What were we? I missed the Mr. Thrive and Survive thing, so I'm kind of bummed about that. But I left a bunch of dumb comments right on the beginning of it. Usually those are disappeared pretty quickly. But I like that guy. Wrong freaking page. As usual, the wrong page. Yeah, right? Hey, wait. Wait, not the Hagman report. I don't see any Mr. Thrive here. What's going on with that? I probably scared him away. Scott Adams is funny, but boring. And then returns. Yeah, I don't know that name. But yeah, I'm looking for something here that might be good. And what is that? Citizens grand juries. Yeah, I'd like to see that. No, what the heck? What is all this? I'm sorry. Q&A, no views. What? Yeah, see, it never happened. You know what I'm saying? We're still waiting, but the chat's been disabled, so I think I can take a little bit of credit for that. Thank you very much. You're welcome. No, I'm really sorry to see that it doesn't happen. Although, if he's just going to talk about refraction, it's like, haven't we been there and done that? Oh shit! What's this? Okay, let me see. Sorry, I was looking away for a second. Sorry. Les Claypool. Heck yeah. Uh-oh. He's great. It'd be fun to like to jam with, like, if I had some drums, that is, or, you know, whatever. I like that beat. That's an old Stuart Copeland type beat right there. I don't know what that was. The Phantom Patriot. It's freaking cool. Hey. Yeah. That was cool. The Les Claypool thing. So, what's going on? I guess. What the heck is going on? What's new? What's happening? You know, we need a new subject. What the freaking noise? Wait. If I could, I'd bring you on, you know what I'm saying, so you could speak like English, preferably. If one of you would open up one of them things, then in the past I've been able to jump on. I don't know how. It was like, it took like a click or two, as I recall. So, any new songs? You know what I mean? Yeah, you know. I got really no way to record anything worth a dang. But if you can't play it over and over anyway, there's not much point trying to record it. Then again, if you record it right, you never got to play it again, you know. I like that thing about recording. You get it right once, you never have to go back to it. We haven't forgotten about all the desperate people out there, you know. It's just that we want to try to keep above poverty or whatever. Yeah, I hate a long, boring stream, man. just, ooh. And you know, it's a matter of opinion, I guess. Just the idea of actually being on. Oops, it was, but you never know if it is or not. So after the fact. You never know, and you never know who might be listening to you. So that's the thing. Yeah. Just as if I had an instrument in front of me. Now I've got nothing. Yeah, the Les Claypool thing was kind of cool. I was listening for a second. I hope it didn't mess up the... I like that kind of drumming.
Whatever it is, you got that coffee in there. Get me close to here. I'm gonna put my damn batteries in my thing, right? Okay, I got my battery in there. I ain't getting no closer than that to that damn thing.
So yeah, I guess there's nothing I'd rather do than just self-indulgently play with the echo bit with that cool amp over there. But I mean, I hope I wouldn't play the same dang thing all the time. So we'll have to find something new. No doubt about it. Did it finally get below 80 degrees yet? You know, because 84 out there is like 88 in here. So 82 out there now. We practically opened the dang thing up and let the cool air in. You know what I'm saying? Heck yeah. Oh, yes. This originally the idea was to the future, you know, like I can imagine millions and millions of people in the distant future listening to these things, you know, looking for clues. Well, you have to move slowly enough, or you might as well forget it, right?
Right over here. Don't ever do this. Right on. Oh, shit.
Sorry about that. So what were we talking about? You know, I'm sure we touched on many a subject, many an object. McBaggins. Do you know Dave Sawyer? He's like, he shows up on certain streams. Well, one time he came on there and said, "Hey, I'm I'm Tinfoil Hatter's cousin," and I don't know what else he said. It's true, he's my cousin, and I haven't seen him in many years. He's a great guy, man. Despite what some of his rhetoric might reflect. I mean, I don't know. He seems kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Cynical. And I can totally identify or appreciate that. You know what I mean? We have to assume that there's a lot. There must be more, or else, or else, I don't know what. All right, who else is out there? You don't have to say anything. You know, I don't know. I know of many names, but I couldn't say I know anything about the people behind those names. Crop signal, of course. But yeah, if I saw a stream like this, I'd be, yeah, let's see what this is all about. And I would still have no idea after all this time. I'd be like, okay. I'd be saying, I'd be asking something. You know, we're probably missing something that, you know, we're probably missing something right now. I'm sitting here like this, right? I don't know. But I don't see anything jumping out at me that, you know, that I could be missing.
Okay, I got my battery in there. I ain't getting no closer than that to that damn thing. I'll go with that.
Nope, I don't see anything worth a dang. Man, see what I mean? So it was yeah, what are we about? What are we on a boat? What are we on a boat? Well, yes, you've got it. That's the point right there. Very good. Well done. No, I mean, I would think that it's obvious. You know, we're just adding more noise to the cloud out there, right?
I should run. I think I'm interested in that.
Noise. Improving that noise to signal ratio. Either way, you know, depends on what you're doing, right? Like a track, a noisy track sounds good against a quiet track. You know, if it's adjusted properly, right?
There's some words. These are words.
But yeah, I was like, you know, just in terms of in musical terms, that pretty much eliminates the words. Oh, Man, a busted acoustic guitar. Yeah, it's, well, I would be powerless to fix it. I know that, but you know, there's a lot of them laying around and nobody ever plays. Just one decent one would be nice. It's old. It's not even an old one like that. It's well seasoned. Doesn't have anyone else on it. And it always gives a shitty sound in front of this microphone, and it's a dull something. Can't hear it. Can't hear it. Might get closer to the present moment with the fast forward bit. There we go. I was like 20 seconds behind. Now I'm like 8 seconds behind. Okay, that's better. And I can halfway. And those long pauses are just. And this is where you find some filler. Some filler up in there. And I'm not seeing anything. You know, if I could put some cool pictures in there, why, we would. Like, I don't even know where I would look. Yeah. All right, let's see here. Well, I can type in a search here. Yeah, okay, so it's like photos, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like photos. I don't know, Mom. Wait. Google has a good collection of photos of just about anybody you can think of. Let's see what we've got here before we. Images, right? Yeah. Freaking A, right? Here, now what we'll do, what I want to do, I want to share the freaking screen, right? Go over here. Go up there. Click on one of these freaking things. Oops, not that one. Right, screen share, yeah? And then, you know, Now, can you see that? And how would I know? Anyway, what? You know what I'm saying? Why is it doing that? Why is it doing that? You know what I mean? Share. Yeah, that one, right? No, not that one. Wait, minimize that. And then, does it work? Yeah. We almost had it there for a second, right? There it was. Okay, yeah. There's me when I was a little kid, slightly bigger kid. Not really. Not really, but I did look a lot similar to that kid right there. It's almost uncanny, actually. But I don't think I look anything like that guy there. But I don't know. This one here. No, but you know. Right, enough filler. Because, what is that? I was, you know, what is that, right? You know what I'm saying? Wait, right? You know what I'm saying? Where's my, there's where we were at, right there. All right, I got to go back for a second. I'm looking to see what this did. Okay, I'm back a couple minutes just to see what it looked like while we're in progress. Yeah, because if it's longer than 15 minutes, then it won't go over to BitChute, which is okay with me. Apparently, anything less than 15 minutes maybe goes to BitChute like automatically. Don't ask me how. That one, right? Sorry, I was just watching from 2 minutes behind or so. Anyway, never mind that because that was just goofy. But if I could only find the how about if we looked for the freaking B-52s, you know what I'm saying? We looked for them, you know what I mean? Yeah. These guys were great back in the day. That there was like my favorite album right there. Fred and yeah, the others. I don't remember their names, but that is a great album. Get it if you can. Let's see what else we've got. If you see that guy, I don't know who that is. I don't know who these people are. I know, yeah, we know that guy. There he is. And there's that guy. I like that guy. There he is, Rupert Greenall. That's his name, man. He's the keyboard guy. And perhaps the greatest keyboard guy, just because of the cool sounds that he gets. Rupert Greenall. Yeah, Greenall. It's, he always had that, the hair thing. Yeah, there he is. What's with the, what's with the Eddie Munster thing? Dan K. Brown, Adam Woods, Rupert Greenall, Jamie West, and Cy Kernan. They are the Fix. There's an old Rupert. No, look at that. We're getting old now. When you can't even recognize Adam behind the drums. But he's one of the greats, man. You can take the simplest beat and just beat the hell out of it like nobody else. But not without a lot of subtlety. The only ones. What else? Yeah. I don't know what I was thinking about that, but anyway. Back to the present. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Where you at? Yes, one thing leads to another. That's right, yes. Yeah, I'm kind of hesitate to, there's Mr. Thrive. I suppose he wouldn't even mind if we simulcast with him, but I wouldn't be so presumptuous. What does it say? Yeah. It's not like it's a, but that's Rich. That's him. But I mean, refraction, get out of here. Yeah, okay. I'm not denying that it happens, but it doesn't account for, much. It was a rock lobster. Love that one. Yeah, see, it's got much cooler. It was 94 or something most of the day, wasn't it? I mean, come on. Now it's like day 11 above 90. Like, we never had that many days that warm the previous 7 years combined, I think. I miss the Isley brothers. Well, not really, not literally. But Ernie, man. Like, Ernie basically was the Isley brothers. I mean, he played all the cool tracks, the drums, the bass, the freaking guitars. He probably couldn't sing. He probably could have sang just as good as, what's his name, the singer. But anyway. You could tell he was the biggest fan of Jimi Hendrix, who used to play with them, by the way. That's Jimi Hendrix, like, played or toured with the Isley brothers. I don't know if that was before he went in the army. I think, I don't know, but anyway, just a bit of trivia. You can definitely hear the Hendrix influence on some of the Isley brothers stuff. Oh yeah, man. Ernie Isley. I wonder if he's even still around. Like, yeah. Well, I remember back in middle school making a list of every band or artist we could think of, and back then it was, possible. Now it's like, no, it would be impossible. You wouldn't have enough paper to do it. Yeah, anyway. And I forgot what I was on a boat about. Yeah, no, it wasn't that so much as it was, I wish I could play some music without stepping on somebody's toes, so to speak. Yeah, well, you just have to do it yourself, that way. That way it's original content, even if they're just the same old ingredients. Right, upload. Well, it uploads automatically, though, doesn't it? I mean, I could immediately make it private, but it might be too late as well. Not that we really care. I mean, it's only a stupid YouTube channel. But YouTube sure has been fun, man. I must say. Yeah, I wanted. I don't know what I was thinking. And I didn't even get to so much as see one of David Wilcock's Gaia TV things, if you know what I'm talking about. Did we even see one of them yet? You know what I mean? The Gaia TV. And now we're less inclined than ever to even bother. Oh, ancient aliens. Who freaking cares? Like, I don't care about ancient history. Like, yeah, maybe I was there. In which case, why should I care anyway? And I keep listening to Ivan Teller, who's awesome, by the way. And if you're inclined to listen to a channeler, you know, he's one of the good ones in my book. But you never know who might come through with him, though. That's the thing with him. He's like he's more neutral than some. He's not too quick to judge somebody or something. At least he appears to be more, you know, sort of mellow or whatever you want to call it. And of course, it could be complete just fantasy hogwash as well. But I mean, it wouldn't. He certainly isn't the only one. There's only 1,000 with probably just as many. Well, no, maybe not 1,000. There's hundreds with, you know, who do have subscribers in the thousands, as far as I know. But now, out of all of them, they can't all be bullcrap. They can't all be fake, right? At least some of them have to be somewhat psychic. Whoever it is they're channeling. Maybe it's some ghosts. Maybe it's just their own, you know, their own demons or whatever. But no, I don't expect any of them really know what they're talking about, having heard the same thing too many times. But hey, we're always hoping for, you know, a breakthrough of one kind or another. And we're going to have to come back again real soon, because this was just too freaking fun not to.